Welcome back to Quantum Love, beautiful souls. Today we're exploring something that will completely transform how you understand relationships, connections, and every single interaction you have with another human being. We're diving deep into quantum energetic signatures and why every soul you meet literally changes your energetic field forever. This isn't metaphor. This isn't spiritual bypassing. This is quantum physics meeting consciousness. And what you're about to learn will make you incredibly intentional about who you allow into your energy space. Let me start with a question that might surprise you. Have you ever noticed that after spending time with certain people, you feel completely drained, while other people leave you feeling energized and uplifted? Have you ever wondered why you can't stop thinking about someone you barely know? Or why a brief conversation with a stranger can shift your entire mood for days? The answer lies in something called energetic imprinting, and it's happening to you constantly, whether you're aware of it or not. Here's the fundamental truth that most people don't understand. You are not a solid, separate entity moving through the world untouched by others. You are a dynamic energy field constantly exchanging information with every field you encounter. At the quantum level, there is no true separation between you and anyone else. Your electromagnetic field, which extends several feet beyond your physical body, is continuously interacting with, merging with, and being influenced by the fields of everyone around you. Scientists have measured this. The HeartMath Institute has conducted extensive research showing that when two people are in close proximity, their heart rhythms begin to synchronize. Their electromagnetic fields literally entrain to each other. This isn't romantic poetry. This is measurable, repeatable science. When you're near another person, your heart's electromagnetic field, which is 5,000 times stronger than your brain's, begins communicating with their field at a subatomic level. But it goes even deeper than proximity. Quantum physics has proven through experiments like quantum entanglement that particles that have once interacted remain connected regardless of distance. When you have any interaction with another person, a conversation, a touch, eye contact, even being in the same room, you create quantum entanglement with their energy field. From that moment forward, you carry an energetic signature of that interaction within your field, and they carry yours. Think about what this means. Every person you've ever met, every conversation you've ever had, every relationship you've ever experienced has left an energetic imprint in your field. These imprints are like files in a computer system, stored in what we might call your biofield or your auric field. They contain information, frequency patterns, emotional residue, and energetic templates that continue to influence your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors long after the physical interaction has ended. This is why you can walk into a room and immediately feel tension, even if no one is speaking. You're reading the energetic signatures present in that space. This is why you can meet someone for the first time and feel an instant recognition, as if you've known them forever. You're resonating with their energetic signature at a soul level. This is why certain people trigger you intensely while others feel peaceful and safe. Their energetic signature is either compatible with yours or creating dissonance. Let me explain how energetic signatures are created and transmitted. Every human being broadcasts a unique electromagnetic frequency based on their current emotional state, their beliefs, their past experiences, their consciousness level, and their soul essence. This broadcast is not random. It's incredibly organized and information-rich. It's like a radio station that's constantly transmitting a complex signal containing thousands of data points about who that person is. When you interact with someone, your field receives their broadcast, and their field receives yours. This exchange happens instantaneously and automatically. You cannot prevent it. It's a fundamental law of how energy works. However, what you can control is how deeply you allow that signature to integrate into your system and whether you consciously clear signatures that don't serve you. But we'll get to that later. The quality of someone's energetic signature depends on several factors. First, their emotional frequency. Someone operating primarily from fear, anger, shame, or guilt broadcasts a dense low-frequency signature. This signature carries the vibration of those emotions and can transfer them into your field. Have you ever been in a great mood and then spent time with a chronically negative person, only to find yourself feeling heavy and pessimistic afterward? That's energetic transmission. Their low-frequency signature temporarily lowered your frequency. Conversely, someone operating from love, joy, peace, or gratitude broadcasts a high-frequency signature that uplifts everyone around them. These are the people who light up a room just by entering it. Their presence alone shifts the collective field to a higher state. You've experienced this too, being around someone so genuinely joyful that you can't help but smile, even if you were having a difficult day. Their high-frequency signature temporarily raised yours. Second, their level of consciousness affects their signature. Consciousness is not the same as intelligence or education. Consciousness refers to the degree of awareness, presence, and coherence someone operates from. Highly conscious people have integrated coherent energy fields. Their signature is clear, stable, and harmonious. Being around them feels grounding and clarifying because their coherent field helps organize the chaos in your own field. Low consciousness individuals have fragmented, chaotic energy fields. Their signature is scattered, contradictory, and often contains distortions or wounds they haven't processed. Being around them can feel confusing or destabilizing because your field is trying to make sense of the incoherent information their field is broadcasting. This is why you might leave a conversation with someone and feel more confused than when you started, even if the topic wasn't complex. Their energetic signature was incoherent. Third, their intentions and integrity shape their signature. Someone with pure intentions and aligned integrity broadcasts a signature of trustworthiness and safety. Your nervous system recognizes this and relaxes in their presence. Someone with hidden agendas, manipulation, or misaligned integrity broadcasts a signature of danger even if their words seem kind. This is your intuition reading their energetic signature beneath their social mask. When someone's words and energy don't match, you feel it as an uncomfortable sensation. That's the dissonance between what they're saying and what their field is broadcasting. Fourth, their unresolved trauma and emotional wounds create distortions in their signature. Trauma literally fragments the energy field, creating areas of density, blockage, or leakage. When someone with significant unresolved trauma interacts with you, their fragmented signature can create temporary fragmentation in your field. This is especially true if their trauma resonates with wounds you carry. Their signature activates your wounds, and suddenly you're triggered, reactive, or feeling emotions that seem disproportionate to the situation. Understanding this changes everything about how you navigate relationships. You begin to realize that you're not just exchanging words and ideas with people. You're exchanging energy, information, and consciousness itself. Every conversation is an energetic transaction. Every hug is an exchange of electromagnetic information. Every relationship is a continuous merging and separation of energy fields that leaves both people permanently changed. This is why some relationships feel so depleting while others feel nourishing. It's not about whether someone is good or bad. It's about whether their energetic signature is compatible with yours and whether the exchange between your fields is balanced or imbalanced. Some people are energetic vampires, unconsciously pulling energy from your field to compensate for their own depletion. Others are energetic givers, constantly radiating energy outward. The healthiest exchanges happen when both people are balanced, able to give and receive energy in equal measure. Now here's where this gets really powerful. Once you understand energetic signatures, you can become conscious of what you're allowing into your field. You can develop discernment about who you spend time with, how long you engage, and how deeply you allow someone's signature to integrate into your system. You can also learn to clear signatures that don't serve you and protect your field from unwanted energetic influences. But before we talk about protection and clearing, you need to understand just how permanent and influential these signatures can be. Some energetic imprints stay with you for your entire life. The signature of your first love, the signature of a traumatic relationship, the signature of a soul connection. These don't just fade with time. They become woven into the fabric of your energy body, influencing your patterns, your attractions, your triggers, and your capacity for connection. Now that you understand what energetic signatures are and how they're transmitted, let's explore the different types of signatures you encounter and how each one impacts your field in specific ways. Not all energetic exchanges are created equal. Some signatures pass through your field like a gentle breeze, leaving barely a trace. Others penetrate deeply, altering your frequency for weeks, months, or even years. Understanding these distinctions will help you navigate your relationships with much greater awareness and protection. The first type is what I call transient signatures. These are the brief, surface-level energetic imprints you receive from casual encounters. The barista who made your coffee, the person you sat next to on the bus, the clerk at the grocery store. These interactions create minimal entanglement because the exchange is short, superficial, and doesn't involve emotional engagement. Your fields touch briefly, exchange basic information, and then separate without significant integration. However, even transient signatures can affect you if the other person is carrying an extremely intense frequency. If someone is in acute emotional distress, their field broadcasts that distress powerfully, and even a brief encounter can leave you feeling unsettled. This is why you might walk past someone on the street and suddenly feel anxious or sad for no apparent reason. You've momentarily entered their energetic field and received a transmission of their emotional state. The good news about transient signatures is that they're easy to clear. Because they don't penetrate deeply into your field, simple practices like shaking your body, washing your hands with intention, or taking a few grounding breaths can release them. Your field naturally metabolizes and clears these surface imprints within hours if you don't fixate on them or allow them to trigger your own unresolved emotions. The second type is relational signatures. These come from people you interact with regularly: co-workers, acquaintances, neighbors, friends. Because the interaction is repeated over time, their energetic signature begins to establish a more permanent presence in your field. You start carrying their frequency patterns as part of your normal baseline. This is why people who work together often start thinking alike, or why you might adopt mannerisms and speech patterns from people you spend time with. You're literally synchronizing fields through repeated exposure. Relational signatures can be positive or negative depending on the quality of the relationship and the frequency of the other person. If you work with someone who is consistently kind, optimistic, and grounded, their signature gradually elevates your baseline frequency. You become more like them through osmosis, not because you're trying to, but because your fields are regularly merging and your nervous system is learning to match their patterns. Conversely, if you're regularly around someone who is critical, fearful, or chaotic, their signature gradually lowers your baseline frequency. You might notice yourself becoming more negative, anxious, or scattered without understanding why. It's not that you're weak or impressionable. It's that prolonged exposure to low-frequency signatures literally reprograms your field to match theirs. This is the scientific basis for the saying, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not metaphorical, it's energetic fact. Relational signatures require more intentional clearing because they're woven more deeply into your field. You cannot simply shake them off. You need regular energetic hygiene practices, meditation, energy clearing techniques, time in nature, conscious boundary setting, to prevent these signatures from becoming permanent fixtures in your field. We'll cover specific clearing practices in the next section. The third type is intimate signatures, and these are the most powerful and permanent of all. Intimate signatures come from romantic partners, close family members, best friends, and anyone with whom you've shared deep emotional vulnerability, physical intimacy, or sustained energetic bonding. These signatures don't just touch your field, they merge with it at the deepest levels, creating what quantum physics calls entanglement. When you're intimate with someone, your fields don't just exchange information, they literally fuse together temporarily. During sexual intimacy, this fusion is total and complete. Your chakras align, your energy bodies merge, and you create a unified field that contains both of your signatures. This is why sex is never casual from an energetic standpoint, no matter how casual it feels emotionally. Every sexual partner you've ever had has left a permanent energetic imprint in your field, particularly in your sacral chakra and heart chakra. But intimate signatures aren't only created through sex. Deep emotional intimacy creates equally powerful imprints. When you cry with someone, share your deepest fears, or experience life-changing moments together, your fields merge at the heart and soul level. This creates a bond that transcends physical distance and time. This is why you can feel when someone you love is in distress, even if they're on the other side of the world. Your fields remain entangled, continuously exchanging information through the quantum field. Intimate signatures are the reason breakups are so devastating on an energetic level. When you separate from someone your field has deeply merged with, it's like ripping apart fabric. Pieces of their signature remain embedded in your field, and pieces of your signature remain in theirs. This is the energetic basis for the feeling that part of you is missing after a significant relationship ends. Literally, part of your energy body is still entangled with theirs, and it takes conscious work to fully reclaim that energy and dissolve the entanglement. The fourth type is what I call karmic signatures. These come from souls you have deep, multi-lifetime connections with, soulmates, twin flames, karmic partners, soul family members. When you meet someone you have a karmic connection with, the recognition is instant and profound because you're not just meeting them for the first time in this lifetime. You're reuniting with a signature that your soul already knows intimately from previous encounters across space and time. Karmic signatures feel different from all other signatures. There's an intensity, a magnetism, a sense of destiny that accompanies these connections. Your field doesn't just recognize their signature, it yearns for it, is drawn to it with a force that can feel beyond your control. This is because at the soul level, you've already established deep entanglement with this being. Your fields remember each other even if your conscious mind doesn't. These connections bring both profound growth and profound challenge. Karmic signatures often activate your deepest wounds because that's precisely why these souls appear in your life, to help you heal and evolve. The intensity of the connection creates a crucible for transformation. Everything unresolved within you rises to the surface when you're in the presence of a karmic signature. This is why these relationships often feel both incredibly right and incredibly difficult at the same time. The fifth type is ancestral signatures. These are energetic patterns you inherit from your family lineage. Before you were even born, you absorbed the energetic signatures of your parents, grandparents, and entire ancestral line. These signatures are transmitted through DNA, through the womb environment, and through the family energy field that surrounds you from conception. They carry patterns of trauma, belief systems, emotional tendencies, and relationship dynamics that have been passed down through generations. Ancestral signatures are particularly insidious because you've carried them your entire life, so they feel like you. You might think your anxiety is just your personality, when actually it's an ancestral signature of fear that's been passed down through 3 generations. You might believe your difficulty with intimacy is your own issue, when it's actually an ancestral pattern of abandonment that your grandmother experienced and unconsciously transmitted to your mother, who transmitted it to you. These signatures require deep work to clear because they're encoded not just in your energy field, but in your cellular memory and nervous system. You have to consciously recognize them as inherited patterns rather than inherent truths about who you are, and then do the work to clear them from your lineage. When you clear an ancestral signature, you don't just free yourself, you free your entire lineage, past and future. This is the power of conscious healing work. The sixth type is collective signatures. These are the energetic patterns you absorb from the collective consciousness, your culture, your society, your nation, humanity as a whole. Every culture has dominant energetic signatures based on its history, values, traumas, and consciousness level. If you grow up in a culture that values achievement over well-being, you'll absorb that signature and find yourself driven by productivity and success at the expense of your health and happiness, even if you consciously reject those values. Collective signatures are transmitted through media, social conditioning, education systems, and the morphic field, the invisible web of consciousness that connects all members of a group. When a major event happens that affects the collective, like a pandemic, an economic crisis, or a social movement, new collective signatures are created and transmitted through this field. You can feel these shifts as changes in the overall mood, anxiety level, or consciousness of everyone around you. What makes collective signatures challenging is that they're constantly being reinforced by the environment. You clear fear from your field, but then you turn on the news and absorb it again from the collective field. You raise your frequency, but then you go to work and everyone there is operating from stress and competition, pulling your frequency back down. Maintaining your own authentic signature amidst powerful collective signatures requires tremendous awareness and constant recalibration. The seventh and final type is what I call divine signatures. These come from encounters with highly evolved beings, spiritual teachers, healers, enlightened masters, or even moments of direct connection with the divine, however you understand that term. Divine signatures carry such high, coherent frequencies that even a brief encounter can permanently upgrade your field. It's like your energy body receives a download of higher-order information that reorganizes your entire system to operate at a new level. Many people report that after meeting a true spiritual master or experiencing a profound spiritual awakening, they're never the same. This isn't psychological. It's because their field received a divine signature that recalibrated their frequency permanently. They've been entrained to a higher vibration that they can now access more easily. This is why being in the presence of truly conscious beings is so valuable. Their signature alone transmits teachings that no words could convey. Understanding these 7 types of signatures gives you a map for navigating your energetic reality. You can now assess every person you meet and every relationship you have through this lens, asking yourself, what type of signature is this? How deeply is it integrating into my field? Is this signature elevating my frequency or lowering it? Is this an encounter I should protect myself from, or one I should open to fully? These questions transform you from an unconscious recipient of energetic influences into a conscious curator of your field. Now that you understand the different types of energetic signatures and how profoundly they impact your field, the natural question becomes, how do I protect myself? How do I clear unwanted signatures? And how do I maintain the integrity of my own energetic signature while still being open to connection? These are the questions we're exploring in this section, and the answers will give you practical tools to become sovereign over your energetic space. First, let's address a common misconception. Energetic protection is not about building walls or shutting yourself off from others. True protection is not defensive. It's about maintaining such a strong, coherent field that lower frequencies cannot penetrate or disrupt it. Think of it like a healthy immune system. You don't need to live in a bubble to stay healthy. You need a robust immune system that can encounter pathogens without being overtaken by them. Your energy field works the same way. The foundation of energetic protection is coherence. When your field is coherent, meaning your heart, mind, and emotions are aligned and harmonious, you naturally repel energetic signatures that don't match your frequency. Coherence creates a powerful, organized electromagnetic field that lower, chaotic frequencies cannot penetrate. This is why people who are deeply centered and grounded rarely get energetically drained by others. Their coherence acts as a natural shield. So how do you create coherence? The most powerful practice is heart-centered breathing combined with elevated emotions. Place your hand on your heart and breathe slowly and deeply. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. As you breathe, generate feelings of gratitude, love, or appreciation. Feel these emotions authentically in your body. This practice has been scientifically proven to shift your heart into coherence within minutes, creating a measurable change in your electromagnetic field that radiates several feet around you. When you practice this daily, you're not just protecting yourself in that moment. You're training your nervous system to maintain coherence as its default state. Over time, your baseline frequency becomes so high and stable that you naturally deflect lower frequencies without effort. This is the difference between reactive protection, where you constantly have to defend yourself, and embodied protection, where your very presence is the protection. The second layer of protection is energetic boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They're permeable membranes that allow beneficial energy in while keeping harmful energy out. Many empathic people struggle with boundaries because they confuse having boundaries with being cold or closed off. But healthy boundaries actually allow for deeper connection because you're not constantly being overwhelmed by others' energy. Setting energetic boundaries begins with a clear intention. Before you enter any interaction, especially with people whose energy tends to drain you, take a moment to set a boundary. You can do this silently. I allow only energy that serves my highest good to enter my field. All other energy is lovingly returned to its source. This is not a rejection of the other person. It's a clarification of what you're available to receive. Your field responds to your intention and adjusts accordingly. You can also visualize your boundary. Some people imagine a sphere of light around them. Others see it as a protective bubble or shield. The specific image does not matter. What matters is the intention behind it and the feeling of being safely contained within your own energetic space. This visualization should feel empowering, not fearful. You're not protecting yourself from attack. You're simply defining the edges of your energetic sovereignty. Another powerful boundary practice is learning to say no. Not just with your words, but with your energy. When someone asks something of you that doesn't feel aligned, your field knows before your mind does. That uncomfortable feeling, that contraction in your solar plexus or heaviness in your chest, that's your field saying no. Honor that signal. When you override your field's wisdom to please others or avoid conflict, you create energetic leaks where your power drains away. Now let's talk about clearing practices. Because no matter how strong your boundaries, you will accumulate energetic signatures that need to be cleared. This is normal and natural. Just as you shower to clean your physical body, you need regular practices to clean your energy body. Energetic hygiene should be as routine as physical hygiene. The most accessible clearing practice is water. Water is a powerful conductor and cleanser of energy. When you shower, set the intention that the water is washing away all energetic signatures that don't belong to you. Visualize them flowing down the drain. You can even say aloud, "I release all energy that is not mine. I return it to its source with love." Feel the water cleansing not just your skin but your entire energy field. Salt baths are even more powerful for deep clearing. Salt has been used for energetic purification across cultures for thousands of years because it literally absorbs and neutralizes dense energy. Add Epsom salt or sea salt to your bath. And as you soak, imagine all the energetic debris from your day dissolving into the salt water. After your bath, don't reuse that water. Drain it completely and imagine all that unwanted energy leaving your space. Sound is another profound clearing tool. Your energy field is essentially crystalline in structure, and sound vibrations can shatter patterns of stuck or dense energy. This is why singing bowls, tuning forks, and even your own voice humming or toning can clear your field effectively. The key is to use sound with intention. As you create sound, intend for it to break up and release any energetic signatures that don't serve you. Movement is equally important for clearing. When energy gets stuck in your field, it often lodges in your physical body as tension, pain, or numbness. Moving your body, dancing, shaking, stretching, exercising, helps move that stuck energy out. Ecstatic dance, or even just shaking your body vigorously for a few minutes, can release energetic signatures that have been stored in your tissues. Let yourself move without choreography or control. Let your body move in whatever way it wants to move. Breath work is one of the most powerful clearing practices available because breath directly affects your nervous system and energy field. When you breathe deeply and consciously, you oxygenate your cells and move stagnant energy through your system. Try this. Breathe in deeply for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale completely for 6 counts, hold empty for 2 counts. Repeat this cycle 10 times. As you exhale, imagine you're breathing out all the energetic signatures you're ready to release. Spending time in nature provides automatic clearing because the Earth has its own powerful electromagnetic field that naturally recalibrates and grounds your field. When you walk barefoot on grass or soil, you're literally plugging into the Earth's frequency, which is steady, coherent, and healing. Trees are particularly powerful for energetic clearing. Stand with your back against a tree and imagine roots extending from your feet deep into the earth, while the tree's roots help ground and clear your field. Now let's discuss the most challenging aspect of clearing. Releasing intimate signatures, especially from past relationships. These require more intensive work because they're woven so deeply into your field. The first step is cord cutting. Energetic cords are real, measurable connections between your energy centers and another person's. They act like tubes through which energy and information continuously flow even after the relationship has ended. To cut cords, you need a dedicated ritual. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Light a candle to mark the sacredness of the practice. Close your eyes and visualize the person you want to release. See the energetic cords connecting you. They might appear between your heart chakras, solar plexus, or sacral chakras. Thank these cords for the role they played, then visualize yourself cutting them with a sword of light, golden scissors, or whatever tool feels powerful to you. As you cut each cord, declare, "I lovingly release all energetic bonds between us. I reclaim my energy and I return yours. We are both free." Feel the cords dissolving. Then imagine golden light filling the spaces where the cords were attached, sealing your field completely. This is not a one-time practice. Deeply entangled relationships may require multiple cord-cutting sessions before the release is complete. After cutting cords, you need to call your energy back. Often when we've been deeply connected to someone, fragments of our life force remain entangled with them. Close your eyes and call out with intention, "I call back all of my energy from all times, all places, all dimensions, all relationships. I call my power back to me now." Visualize your energy returning to you as light, filling your entire being. This practice helps you reclaim parts of yourself that have been dispersed in relationships. Another powerful clearing practice is forgiveness work, not because the other person deserves it, but because holding resentment keeps their signature active in your field. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means releasing the energetic charge that keeps you bound to the past. Write a letter to the person expressing everything you need to say, then burn it as a ritual of release. As it burns, imagine all the painful energetic signatures associated with them transforming and dissolving. For ancestral signatures, the clearing work is more complex because you're not just clearing your own field, you're clearing patterns that have been passed down through generations. This requires what's called ancestral healing work. You can do this through guided meditation, working with a skilled practitioner, or through your own ritual practice. The key is to acknowledge the pattern, honor your ancestors who carried it, and consciously choose to end the cycle with you. Finally, let's talk about maintenance. Clearing your field is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. I recommend a daily clearing practice, even if it's just 5 minutes. Before bed is ideal because you're clearing the accumulation from your day before you sleep, preventing those signatures from integrating deeper into your field overnight. A simple practice. Stand and shake your entire body vigorously for 1 minute, then take 3 deep breaths, then place your hands on your heart and say, "I release all energy that is not mine. I am clear, I am sovereign, I am whole." We've covered how energetic signatures are transmitted, the different types you encounter, and how to protect and clear your field. Now we arrive at the most empowering part of this entire teaching: how to cultivate your own authentic energetic signature and consciously transform every encounter into an opportunity for evolution rather than depletion. This is where you shift from being a passive receiver of energetic influences to becoming a conscious creator of your energetic reality. Your authentic energetic signature is the unique frequency that represents your soul's essence, unconditioned by trauma, societal programming, or inherited patterns. Most people have never experienced their authentic signature because it's been covered over by layers of acquired frequencies from family, culture, relationships, and wounding. Discovering and embodying your authentic signature is one of the most profound spiritual journeys you can undertake, and it completely transforms how you show up in relationships. So how do you discover your authentic signature? It begins with deep self-inquiry. You must ask yourself, who am I beneath all the roles I play? What do I feel like when I'm completely alone, not performing for anyone, not managing anyone's emotions, not trying to be anything other than what I am? Your authentic signature emerges in moments of pure presence, when you're not trying to be seen or understood, when you're simply being. Spend time alone regularly, not consuming content or staying busy, but in genuine solitude. Sit in silence and feel into your own energy. What does it feel like to just be you, without the influence of anyone else's field? At first, this might feel uncomfortable because you've become so accustomed to modulating your energy based on who's around you. But as you practice, you'll begin to recognize a core frequency that feels like home. That's your authentic signature. Your authentic signature has certain unmistakable qualities. It feels peaceful even when it's powerful. It feels true even when it's vulnerable. It feels expansive even when it's still. It doesn't need to prove anything, defend anything, or become anything other than what it is. When you're operating from your authentic signature, there's a deep sense of rightness, of alignment, of being in integrity with your soul. Once you've tasted your authentic signature, the practice becomes embodying it consistently, regardless of external circumstances or who you're with. This is challenging because you've been trained since childhood to adjust your energy based on your environment. You learn to shrink around people who felt threatened by your light. You learn to amplify around people who needed you to be bigger. You learn to match the energy of others to gain approval, love, or safety. Embodying your authentic signature means consciously choosing to remain in your own frequency, even when others' fields are pulling you to shift. This doesn't mean being rigid or closed off. It means being so anchored in your own essence that you can engage with others without losing yourself. It means you can be compassionate without absorbing someone's pain. You can be present without merging with their chaos. You can be loving without sacrificing your boundaries. Here's a powerful practice for anchoring into your authentic signature. Every morning, before you interact with anyone, spend 10 minutes consciously tuning into your essence. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and ask, what is my authentic frequency today? Feel into your body and notice what arises. Maybe it's a color, a sensation, a feeling, a sound. Whatever it is, amplify it. Breathe into it. Let it fill your entire being. Set the intention. Today, I operate from my authentic signature. I am sovereign in my own field. As you move through your day maintaining your authentic signature, something remarkable happens. You stop attracting people and situations that require you to be anyone other than who you are. The relationships that were based on you playing a role or meeting someone else, his needs begin to naturally fall away. And new relationships appear that resonate with your authentic frequency. People who see you, celebrate you, and meet you as an equal, not as a savior or a project. Now let's talk about how to consciously transform encounters. Every interaction with another person is an opportunity for mutual elevation or mutual depletion. The determining factor is not the other person. It's your level of consciousness and intentionality in the exchange. When you enter interactions unconsciously, you're at the mercy of whatever frequency the other person is broadcasting. When you enter consciously, you become a tuning fork that can elevate the entire exchange. Before any significant interaction, a date, a difficult conversation, a business meeting, even a coffee with a friend, take a moment to set your intention. Ask yourself, what frequency do I want to bring to this encounter? What is my highest intention for this exchange? Maybe your intention is to remain grounded and present. Maybe it's to speak your truth with love. Maybe it's to hold space for the other person without taking on their emotions. Whatever your intention, claim it clearly. Then, as you enter the interaction, consciously anchor into your authentic signature while opening your heart. This is the balance. You remain sovereign in your own field while simultaneously being genuinely present and available to connect. You're not building walls, but you're also not dissolving your boundaries. You're present without merging, open without losing yourself. During the interaction, notice what's happening energetically, not just verbally. Is your solar plexus contracting? That's a sign the person is pulling energy from you or violating a boundary. Is your heart expanding? That's a sign of resonance and mutual elevation. Is your body feeling heavy? That's a sign you're absorbing their density. These somatic signals are your field's intelligence communicating with you in real time. If you notice you're being drained, you have choices. You can strengthen your boundary by visualizing light around you. You can physically create space by stepping back or suggesting you both move. You can redirect the conversation to a higher frequency topic. You can speak your truth about what you're noticing. Or if the person is consistently operating from a frequency that depletes you, you can choose to end or limit the interaction. This is not rejection. It's energetic discernment. Here's something powerful. When you're firmly anchored in your authentic signature and operating from coherence, you naturally uplift lower frequencies around you. This is called entrainment. The stronger, more coherent field influences the weaker, more chaotic field to come into alignment. This is why truly conscious people can walk into a room of tension and the tension dissolves. Their coherent field literally reorganizes the chaotic fields around them. You can become this kind of presence, not by trying to fix or save anyone, not by taking on their emotions or problems, but simply by maintaining your own coherence so powerfully that it gives others permission and a template for elevating their own frequency. This is true service. Not rescuing, but being a lighthouse. Your coherent presence becomes an invitation for others to remember their own coherence. However, here's the important caveat. You cannot elevate someone who is not ready or willing to be elevated. If someone is deeply attached to their victim story, their drama, their chaos, no amount of your coherent presence will shift them. In fact, your light might threaten their darkness, causing them to react defensively or try to pull you down to their level. This is when you must lovingly disengage, knowing that their journey is not yours to manage. Let's talk about the concept of sacred encounters. Not every person who crosses your path is meant to stay in your life permanently. Some souls appear for a specific purpose, to activate something within you, to reflect something you need to see, to challenge you in ways that catalyze your growth. These are sacred encounters, and recognizing them as such changes how you experience them. When you meet someone who triggers you intensely, rather than viewing them as an enemy or problem, you can recognize them as a teacher showing you where you still need to heal. When you meet someone who mirrors back your own patterns rather than projecting your shadow onto them, you can use the encounter as an opportunity for self-awareness. When you meet someone whose presence elevates you rather than becoming dependent on them for your high frequency, you can learn from their signature and integrate those qualities into your own field. Every soul you meet is a mirror, reflecting aspects of yourself back to you. The people who annoy you most are showing you the parts of yourself you've rejected or denied. The people you admire most are showing you the qualities you possess but haven't fully owned. The people who hurt you most are showing you where you need stronger boundaries or deeper healing. When you understand this, every encounter becomes a gift, even the difficult ones. As you become more conscious of energetic signatures, you'll notice that you're naturally drawn to different people than before. Relationships that once felt compelling now feel draining. People you once dismissed as boring now feel peaceful and grounding. This is not you becoming judgmental. It's you becoming discerning. You're recognizing frequency matches and mismatches with greater clarity. Honor these shifts without guilt. You don't owe anyone your energy simply because you've known them a long time or because they need you. You are not responsible for managing other people's emotional states or energetic deficiencies. Your primary responsibility is to maintain the integrity of your own field and to share your energy from overflow, not from depletion. As you cultivate your authentic signature and transform your encounters, you'll notice something beautiful happening. The quality of your relationships completely changes. You stop attracting people who want to use you, fix you, or consume you. You start attracting people who genuinely see you, celebrate you, and want to co-create with you from a place of mutual wholeness. Your relationships become sources of joy and expansion rather than obligation and exhaustion. This is the quantum shift that happens when you take sovereignty over your energetic field. You move from unconscious relating, where you're constantly affected by others' signatures, to conscious relating, where you're the primary influence on your own field. You move from reactive protection, where you're constantly defending yourself, to embodied presence, where your coherence is the protection. You move from being a victim of energetic circumstances to being a creator of energetic reality. Remember, beautiful soul, every person you meet does change your field. But you get to decide how deeply, for how long, and in what way. You are not powerless in the face of others' energy. You are a sovereign being with the capacity to protect, clear, and cultivate your field with intention and consciousness. The energetic signatures you carry tell the story of your journey, and you have the power to release the stories that no longer serve you and to write new ones. As we close, I want you to take a moment to place your hand on your heart and feel your own energetic signature right now. Beneath all the accumulated frequencies, beneath all the inherited patterns, beneath all the relational imprints, there is you. Pure, authentic, whole. That essence has never been diminished by any encounter. It has only been temporarily obscured. Your work is simply to remember it, to reclaim it, and to live from it unapologetically. If this video has resonated with you and expanded your understanding of energetic signatures, please give it a like and subscribe to Quantum Love. Hit that notification bell so you never miss the tools and teachings that will support your journey to energetic sovereignty. Share this video with someone who needs to understand the power of their own field. Together, we're creating a community of conscious souls who understand that we're not separate beings. We're interconnected fields of energy. And how we show up matters not just for ourselves, but for the collective evolution of consciousness. I love you, and I honor the unique signature you bring to this world.